Hello and welcome to another edition of Music by Ordinary People. I'm your host, Tony B, along with
KB Music Man.
thank you for joining us today. Music by Ordinary People is brought to you by Redeemed and Associates, a 501c3 nonprofit located here in Columbia, South Carolina. If you'd like to be a part of this podcast, please send us a WAV file format video to our Dropbox at boobayrecords@gmail.com. If you just simply like to ask more questions, you can also email us at boobayrecords.com. We are excited as always to bring you music by ordinary people because we believe that there are so many ordinary people who still have a song in their heart. We're excited to bring you today Mr. Alex D.
What's up, my
Hey,
friend?
How you doing, bro?
Good. How y'all doing?
Welcome,
Doing good.
welcome, welcome.
Doing good. Doing good.
Yeah.
We're happy that you took the time to join us today. So we're going to start with the quintessential question. Tell us a little bit about you.
How about me?
Yeah, about you.
Just I get to know y'all, right?
Yeah.
My name's Alex D, as you mentioned. Originally from California, now
All right,
South
California.
Carolina. Got invited over here, so I'm very
All right.
happy
Love
to
California.
be here. I love it here. I mean, there's two different styles, but you know,
yeah. That's good.
yeah. But it's been very nice. So I play guitar. I'm in a band. We call ourselves Too Smooth Groove.
Too Smooth
That's
Groove.
me
I like
and
that.
RJ. That
So that's two, the number two, or TWO?
Oh, that's a tough question. We've been kind of talking about that, but trying to see if there's anybody else out there that might have the same.
Same thing.
But the reason why, I guess I like the number two. 'Cause I think
Yeah.
it's a good
Yeah.
number. But we call ourselves that because we're mainly a duet. If people come and go and
Right,
kind of join
yeah.
our group, that's great. But we're the two founding members.
Okay.
RJ,
awesome.
the bass
Awesome.
player,
All
and
right.
myself. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so from California, and so as you come in, what brought you to South Carolina?
Oh, well, I have a military family here. I grew up with my aunt as a young kid, and then eventually I kind of made my way back to California with my mom.
Okay.
And so then she, being military, she went to Fort Jackson here
Oh, yeah.
and was
Okay.
stationed over
Yeah,
here.
so
So,
I'm retired military, by the way.
oh,
Yes, sir.
well, thank you for your service.
Thank
Good
you.
sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir.
So both were Army,
Uh-huh.
and they're both retired now as well.
Okay.
My aunt and her husband. And so I was California basically most of my life.
Yeah. Okay.
But I moved around a little bit to families.
All right. So how did you start in the music?
And I started late, and I'm ashamed to say
Look, don't be ashamed
Yeah.
to say it. Don't be ashamed
Edit
to say
Hey,
it.
I didn't start playing piano until I was in 12th grade.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's about the time. I probably 17 years old. I got a guitar from my grandma. Out of all the years I know my grandma,
Eh?
she just one day was just put a guitar that she got at the flea market, and she said, "Hey, you never know." And she went to Puerto Rico and never came back.
Oh, wow.
Actually, she just moved here. What am I talking about? She just moved here to South Carolina.
Okay.
But
Wow.
yeah, she just got me this guitar, and I started copying like. What's that song called? Dust in the Wind and all that
Dust
stuff.
in the
Because
Wind.
those were popular songs back in the day. I don't know
Right.
about now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Dust
started
in the
copying
Wind.
stuff by ear, and then I was like, I didn't really take it too serious, and then eventually in my 20s I was just getting invited to a couple more shows, Latin gigs,
Okay.
so experiencing
Nice.
a little bit of different types of music.
So that's your background with the Latin stuff.
Yeah, I like everything, of course. I just didn't have the traditional guitarist upbringing. Like I wasn't like AC/DC or
Right.
all the rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody looked at me weird because I like bossa nova from Brazil, or,
Right.
You
I
know,
love bossa nova
Hey.
from Brazil.
bachata from Dominican
Okay.
Republic.
Okay.
So
So you from the? You said you were from the Dominican Republic?
Puerto Rico,
Puerto Rico.
neighbors.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Neighbors.
okay.
Yeah.
We're from the same pot.
Yeah. Yeah.
As a traveler, I've been to the DR. We call it
Really?
the DR.
Yeah.
A couple of times, and I really enjoyed it there. One of my military friends was from there,
Right.
and he invited me to
cool.
come stay with him like during the summertime.
Man, he's
Love
lucky
it.
because not a lot of people get to
And
go
not a lot of
there and
people
know
get
the
to do that.
spots.
Yeah.
Food is great. I mean,
Food was great.
I think there's a big Dominican community here, and then Puerto Ricans in North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, I had experience kind of doing those types of music. I grew up with it all, salsa bands,
All right.
salsa music, and then eventually I started playing in a Dominican band called, bachata band, the music that they play.
yeah.
And I was rhythm guitar, then I went to main guitar, and then COVID hit. And so that's why I told you
Yes.
earlier I didn't play since COVID because we
Right.
had a West Coast to go to like San Diego all
Right.
the way up
All
to,
right.
and we were so close, and then things shut down. So I was like, well, I don't know if things are going to be indoor for the rest of
Yeah,
our lives, so
yeah.
I need to kind of figure out what I need to do. And
Yeah.
so 2 years later, here I am back on
Yeah,
music.
I'm back on the
That's
guitar.
all right.
Well,
We're glad you stayed in.
We're
it.
glad you
Yes,
stayed in.
Yes, thank you.
Because we love music. We absolutely love music. We love the arts,
Arts.
in and of itself.
Yes.
And of
Absolutely.
course we like all kinds of music. I'm a gospel, jazz, R&B kind of guy, and he's more gospel, and so
And
we love it.
jazz.
Gospel jazz. and we're happy that we can run into people like you and have you on our show, so that you can just share your music with the people.
Right. That's
believe-
that's what we're about.
Yeah, we appreciate
So
y'all.
anybody
hosting
else
us,
you
know.
know, just send them send them this way. Okay. Serious.
I'm gonna be your recruiter.
Yeah.
But of course. So now, you said after COVID, y'all, you finally came back and started doing the guitar again. Are there any gigs you've been playing since then, or just kind of just learning or creating your brand, I guess, for lack of a better word?
Well, that's where the stage we're at now. RJ Nigan, the bass player that I play with, he met me. I played different instruments.
Okay.
And actually, I think you might have seen me playing different instruments.
Yes.
But I played guitar, saxophone, flute, trumpet.
Oh, wow.
And but I mean, I dabble in the other ones.
Yeah.
Guitar is my main instrument
Yeah.
that I grew up with. But so RJ saw me playing saxophone out at Sand Hills, and I was
Uh-huh.
just like, okay, this is a free space, you know.
Yeah.
And the movie theater didn't mind, so I was
And
just
I
like,
heard him one day, I guess this was his lunch break.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
I was coming in
Uh-huh.
to work, and I said, I hear music on the parking lot. And I found it.
Right. And
I
he
didn't
was out in
bother
the
him.
parking lot.
He's
Yeah,
out on the
yeah, I
parking
was out-
lot. But I didn't bother him. I waited till he came in the building. I said, me and you need to talk.
I know, yeah. I walked in, he's just,
Over
I
here.
said, what did I do? I thought somebody
okay.
complained about me, and then he's like, I want you to join.
Yeah.
so,
So do you have family here, or?
yeah, that military family I mentioned
Yeah,
earlier, my
okay.
aunt, my mom is still back in Cali. She's probably gonna retire there and
Yeah.
want to do
Yeah,
that over
yeah,
there.
yeah.
But
now you have some way to go back to visit.
right, I came here really to take care of my grandfather, who was kind of bedridden. He broke his hip,
Okay.
and so then I was like, okay, you know, let me see if I just happen to find a job, you know,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Right.
So then, you know, not too long later, you know, I got a call and they said, do you want to work? And I got my job here.
you know,
so.
interesting enough, that kind of happened with me because when I retired out of Fort Jackson, as a matter of fact, I wasn't sure exactly where I wanted to go, and I did kind of the same thing and said, well, I guess if I find a job, I'll stay here.
Right.
So, you know, as God wills would have it,
Uh-huh.
I found a job, and I've been here since 2002.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2002.
2002.
Man, I got a lot of catching up.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'm only here a year, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Awesome, awesome. So, what are you gonna do for us today?
Oh, we'll just play a couple tunes.
Okay.
So one of them is called Blue Bossa, which I'm sure you know, playing
Okay.
jazz standards. But it's by Kenny Durham, which is a bossa nova feel. But I kind of did the backing track, or you know,
Okay,
having
alright,
a
yeah.
Latin salsa feel.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So to change it a little bit, and then we're gonna do "So Fresh So Clean" by Outkast, so the instrumental
Outkast.
cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We haven't heard from Outkast in a while, so people
What?
keep saying Outkast need to come back. Outkast need to come
Oh,
back.
you mean okay? I was
Yeah.
like, you're from the South. What you mean?
Yeah, no, I mean we haven't heard from them as a group.
Oh,
in a
yeah,
while.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
okay, all right. Well, we're excited for you to be here, and
Sure
we're
are.
excited to hear what you have
Yes.
to offer, and I'm sure our audience will be too as well.
And I feel they're going to
So,
enjoy
folks, in just a little while, we're gonna come back and we're gonna enjoy Alex D
you. And RJ.
and RJ. Man, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you
for
so much.
coming.
Man,
We
yeah.
really, really
In
appreciate
Georgia.
it.
Yeah,
It was awesome. And of course, I love that backing track, the Bossa Nova back
Yes,
track.
yes,
That
yes.
was that was it. That was it. I could do that all day. And I just, as a matter of fact, I did go to Rio some years ago, and I tell you, it was one of those fascinating things that you kind of don't forget. You know?
Man, you went to Carnival?
I did not go to Carnival. Yeah, because
See, they-
you know, I crowds is kind of like not my thing so much.
Oh, fair enough.
I like to go on the off season so I can really enjoy when there's
Yeah.
not so many people crowding and running down the street. So I had a great time.
Man, I really have some catching up to do. I want to
Yeah,
go to
you
Rio
really
too.
got some. But anyway, we're so happy that you came. RJ
Yes.
had to run off, and so we thank him and you,
You.
for being here today.
And definitely y'all coming back.
Absolutely. We're going to bring
Absolutely.
another person with us next time too.
Well, however you want to come. You want
Yeah.
to play your flute, the sax, doesn't matter.
Bring them all.
You
Bring 'em all.
Yeah.
Bring them all.
Just for
So,
you.
how can our audience contact you if they wanted you to come play at a wedding or anything like that?
Okay, yeah. Currently, we're getting our social media set up here, but you can contact me again. My name is Alex, Alex D, and my phone number is 657-217-0595. Again, 657-217-0595. You can ask for me or RJ on the bass, And again, our group name is Too Smooth Groove. So anytime you call, just we're available for booking. So
Y'all heard that?
Y'all
Too
heard that.
Smooth Groove.
Right from his mouth. Right. Alex D. All right. Well, again, Alex, we thank you so much for coming, and I'm sure the audience is going to enjoy what you had to share with us today.
yeah, absolutely.
So, everybody out there, stay safe. Until next time.
Till next time, KB Music, man.
Peace, y'all.